Trinity B1 ISC 1 4 Skills Test, SELT Secure English Language Tests, B1 English Test ISC 1 Skilled Worker, Health and Care Worker, Scale-Up Worker, Student Visas.
Amina, please be confident. You will pass, please. Okay?
Okay.
Look,
So, Amin, are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. All right. Okay, I hope you listen to my cat, okay? My cat said be confident. Do you understand? Be confident. You can do this. All right. This is Trinity College London ISC 1. I am your interlocutor for your speaking and listening test. My name's Angelina. What's your full name?
My name is Amna Siddiqui.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay. What's your topic's title for today?
Hobbies,
What are your 4 topic points?
watching TV,
Hmm.
cooking, and spending time with my family, and eating out.
So, what kinds of programs do you watch with your family?
I like watching. I like watching TV with my family. Um, no, Islamic movies and cartoons. That's it.
Okay, and do you like cooking?
Eh, I like cooking.
Okay, what do you like to cook?
Mm, what is I cook? I'm making everything. I'm making everything.
Okay, and how often do you cook?
Um, Mostly every time I'm in kitchen, but evening 7 o'clock.
Mhm. Okay, all right, okay. For how many people do you cook? For how many people do you cook?
No, only if I cook. Only I cook
Mhm.
myself.
But for how many people, like your husband, your children, for how many people do you cook? Cooking food for how many people? You cook food? You give food
Yes.
to how many people?
Yeah. 5
5.
members.
Okay, you cook food for 5 people. So how do you spend your free time with your children?
Um, I'm doing. We are doing some reading, and I will play with my child and asking about uh, uh, what was your day, and that's it.
Okay. Which cafeteria do you like to go to eat out? Which place do you like to eat out?
Um, I think chick, KFC.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you go there?
Um, I often I like to evening time or night time.
Mhm. Okay. How often do you go there? Like once in a week, twice in a week? How often do you go there?
One in a week.
Okay. And with who do you go there? With who do you go there?
My husband, my family, my husband and my children's.
And what do you like to eat when you go there?
We all like wings and fast food, like wings and burger.
Thank you so much. You have passed part one. Now, part two. You are going to have a conversation with me about a topic that I will choose. And I've chosen the topic taking photos. Do you like taking photos?
Mm, mm, w-
Do you like
no,
taking photos, clicking pictures like selfies and all?
yeah, ma'am. Little bit, but not making very much.
How often do you take photos?
When I go outside, then I pick my pictures and my children's pics.
Do you like to put the pictures of your children as a wallpaper on your phone?
Yeah, I, 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 yeah, I like pic, mm, I like pictures. No, I like mm,
Okay, would you tell
like
me, do you like to take photos of animals?
no,
Do you
not
like to take photos of the mountains?
no, ma'am. I don't make anything.
Do you like to take photos of flowers?
Yeah, flowers sometime, but mostly I make pictures my children's. And
Now you ask me two questions about taking photos. You ask me.
mm, okay, mm, okay. What you would you like making photo?
Yes, I like taking photos.
Okay. Uh, uh, um, and who's nee. Mm,
You can also ask me, do you like to take photos of animals? Do you like to take photos of your mother? Do you like to take photos of your house? Do you like to take photos of your husband? Do you like to take photos of your children? Anything. It's easy.
okay. Do you like take photos of mountain?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much. This is the end of the task. Amina, easily you can pass speaking. Easily. Okay? Okay, ready, Amina? Amina, are you ready?
Um,
I'm going to play a recording. You will listen to the recording and answer some questions. I will play the recording twice. It's about Charles Dickens. Let's listen.
1.
Charles Dickens was born in 1812 in Portsmouth, England. Dickens was lucky enough to go to school, but at the age of 12, he had to leave school to work in a factory. After this, he worked in a law company and then became a journalist. His first novel was published in 1836. It was called The Pickwick Papers. It was published as a serial, which meant people could buy one chapter every month. Dickens became very famous after the success of this novel. During his life, he wrote 15 novels and hundreds of short stories. In 1836, Dickens married a woman called Catherine Hogarth. During his marriage to Catherine, they had 10 children together. The Dickens family also had a pet. It was a bird that could talk. As well as writing, Dickens also loved the theatre and magic. He once acted in a play in front of the Queen of England, Queen Victoria. Charles Dickens died in 1870 at the age of 58, but his novels are still enjoyed all over the world.
Now listen again.
Charles Dickens was born in 1812 in Portsmouth, England. Dickens was lucky enough to go to school, but at the age of 12, he had to leave school to work in a factory. After this, he worked in a law company and then became a journalist. His first novel was published in 1836. It was called The Pickwick Papers. It was published as a serial, which meant people could buy one chapter every month. Dickens became very famous after the success of this novel. During his life, he wrote 15 novels and hundreds of short stories. In 1836, Dickens married a woman called Catherine Hogarth. During his marriage to Catherine, they had 10 children together. The Dickens family also had a pet. It was a bird that could talk. As well as writing, Dickens also loved the theatre and magic. He once acted in a play in front of the Queen of England, Queen Victoria. Charles Dickens died in 1870 at the age of 58, but his novels are still enjoyed all over the world.
Amina, could you
Yes,
tell me that what was the name of Dickens' wife? Catherine?
yeah. I
How many children did he have? How many children Dickens have?
think 10 children.
This is what you remember, 10. A very busy man, busy, very busy Charles Dickens, 10 children. Okay, so what kind of pet Charles Dickens had? Pet, what pet? Amina, do you know what is pet? Just like I have a cat, that's a pet, P-E-T, pet. So what kind of pet Charles Dickens had? Pet.
I think bird.
Yeah, that is right. So good. And um, who was queen at the time of Charles Dickens? Who was the queen?
Queen Victoria.
And when was Charles Dickens born?
1812.
And when 1812? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. 1812. First England.
Okay, wait a second. Let me check. I'm checking. Okay, just a minute. Which was this recording? Shakespeare? No, this is about
Charles
Dickens. Wait.
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens, Charles Dickens. Okay. You told me when was he born?
1812.
And
First
1812.
thing.
I think it was 1912 or
Ma'am, listening 1812.
1812.
Yeah,
Okay. 1812 and he died. When did he die?
58,
In which year? Which year?
1870.
1870, right? Okay.
Yeah,
70 died and 1812 born. And
Yes,
where
ma'am.
was he born?
England.
England. Amina, you told me England, right?
Yes, ma'am. I think I
Amina,
tell
my last question to you is, how many novels did he write? Amina, how many novels did he write? How many novels?
novels and 100 short stories.
Congratulations, you have passed part 1 of listening, Amina.
I'm here in a
Can we continue the test? Okay, Amina, I'm going
Yes.
to play a recording about
Charles
Cooper Petty. Okay, Cooper Petty. You just listen to the recording and tell me in few words what is this recording about. No details, but main idea. Listen to the conversation. Listen to the main words. Amina.
Yes. What's the name?
You listen. No taking notes. Notes taking not allowed. I'm going to play a recording about Cooper Petty. You listen to the recording and tell me in one line or two lines, what is this recording about? Let's listen to the recording.
Town in South Australia that is.
ISE 1, Task 2.
I'm here in a town in South Australia that is home to about 3,000 people. It is a dry place in the desert and it is extremely hot and dusty. So why do people come to live in this hot place? In fact, most people came to live here to look under the ground for beautiful and expensive jewels worth thousands of dollars. The first jewels were found here in 1915. So what is it like to live here? Well, most of the people in the town live in underground homes because of the extremely high summer temperatures. The town is a very long way from any other towns, so the town's football team has to travel about 900 kilometres every time it plays a game. Very little rain falls here, so there are almost no trees, plants or grass. Most tourists visit when the weather is cooler, between March and November. Recently, they have found a lot of oil under the town, so the town may soon change completely.
Okay, Amina, could you tell me in few words, what is this recording about? Amina, open your mic. Please tell me, what is this recording about? Just one line, few words.
Cooper Petty, South, I think South area, I think, and they live people 3,000 and
Just
hot.
main idea. This recording is about a town in South Australia. That is all,
Okay,
right? Town.
South,
Basic
yeah.
word, town, repeat, town. So they repeat the word, right? So this is about a town in Australia. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is all? Okay. Now listen to the recording again and write down 6 facts from the recording, like all little things like 3,000, all numbers that come to your mind. Then I will tell me in few words. Then you tell me 3,000 people, South Australia, just like this. You tell me the points, 6 points. Let's listen to the recording once again. Anas, you can also write 6 points from the recording. Let's do it.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm here in a town in South Australia that is home to about 3,000 people. It is a dry place in the desert and it is extremely hot and dusty. So why do people come to live in this hot place? In fact, most people came to live here to look under the ground for beautiful and expensive jewels worth thousands of dollars. The first jewels were found here in 1915. So what is it like to live here? Well, most of the people in the town live in underground homes because of the extremely high summer temperatures. The town is a very long way from any other towns, so the town's football team has to travel about 900 kilometres every time it plays a game. Very little rain falls here, so there are almost no trees, plants or grass. Most tourists visit when the weather is cooler, between March and November. Recently, they have found a lot of oil under the town, so the town may soon change completely.
Amina, tell me in few words, like tell me 6 facts from the recording. 6 facts from the recording.
South town, Cooper Petty town, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They are dry place and hot and dusty.
Good.
The, some people lives in under the ground because it's extremely high weather, hot weather. Underground town home.
How many people? Also tell 3,000 people.
Yes, ma'am. How many people? 3,000 people, and $1,000 and I think 900 kilometer every time,
Plaguing.
and very little rain
Very
that
good.
place,
Very nice.
and not and there and that place no tree and grass, and mostly weather good is March and November.
Good job. Very nice.
And
Now I will ask you some questions. Okay, can you tell me, when were the first jewels found in the town? When?
in the town I live in,
When?
$100.
No, pretty much.
Thousand.
When is about time? When? Which year? When?
No, ma'am.
1915. 1950. Rest of it is fine. You told me everything. Okay, why will the town completely change soon? Why?
Think
Mhm.
well under no
Oil under the town. Oil under the town. So the town will change soon. You have passed.
Ma'am, oil means
Oil, just like in Saudi Arabia and other states, they have
oh
fuel,
oil. Yeah,
petrol.
oil.
Yes.
Yes, oil.
Amina, you have passed your speaking and listening. Congratulations.